It's time again for another installment of The Basics, and as you can see, I have the risk board set up again, which can only mean one thing. I'm talking about risk today. And on this show, I want to show you what you can possibly do if you've been beat down to the point where you only have a few territories left and everybody is arming up. So let's get into it, shall we? So I've simulated a 4-player game on the board, and we are deep into the game, and you, playing as the yellow pieces, have been reduced over the course of the game to only 5 territories. You have 3 in Asia, 1 in the Australian area, and South America. Now, this has happened because your failed strategy of trying to take over Asia, as I've warned against in the past, has resulted in the red player expanding and adding armies everywhere. He's about to move out of Europe, annex the rest of it, and start moving into North America. This game is now pretty much between red and green. The blue guy has hung on. He's trying to occupy North America and stage a comeback. He doesn't have much in South America and probably will be taken over. But because he has North America, it's allowed him to move into the far-off reaches of Asia. So he's built up forces in Kamchatka and Japan. And of course, that's also bad news for you, because not only do you have the red guy closing in on either side, the blue guy is going to start doing that as well. So you're probably wondering what you can do in this case. And I have been in this situation, and drawing on my experience and what I said in previous episodes, you need to focus on the weakest defense. In this case, that would be South Africa. So what I would do, and you might be surprised to hear me say this, is I would use the forces that you have. You have 5 armies sitting in South Africa versus 3 of your enemy in Madagascar, 4 in East Africa, and he has an even 5 in Central. I would attack Madagascar and try to take that over quickly, and if possible, if there's success, go to East Africa. I would not touch Australia. You are hemmed in. If you attempt to start a war here, you're going to lose, more than likely. If anything, I would try, if you have any more options of building up any forces here, to do that just to hold them off, not so much to move. You are very limited in your options, especially what's going on in the other parts of the map. In this case, it's inevitable that somebody that has the strength of the red player will probably end up winning the game at some point, and you're at the point of the game where the ceasefire card is about to be drawn anyways, so that's what I would do. Focus here, try to take over a couple more territories and stave off being completely smashed into oblivion, but that's about it. Options, 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 or the lack thereof. Now, some of you will be quick to say that, but J-Man, in a 4-player game, you need 20 territories only to win. Yes, that's true, and the red player in the simulated game has 18 territories. He's only 2 away from winning. But we're at the stage of the game where, more than likely, that next card is going to be ceasefire. And even though it's a foregone conclusion, the red guy could win the game, there's also a chance that the blue guy could steal a couple territories late. So it's all dependent on the last bit of strategy from each player, as well as when that card's going to come up and end the game prematurely. And as I've said before, sometimes it's better to make war right at the end of the game and then let the dust settle and see what happens, rather than just sit there. That's all for today. Have a great day, everybody.